Hello, Taurus. Elsie here to do your reading for the week ahead. How are you? Happy Monday-ish to you. I think I'm doing this just before midnight, so you're probably going to see this upload after that time. But nonetheless, here, Taurus, I am here to do your reading for you for the week ahead. Sun, moon rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Okay, it's a bit messy. Things are falling all over the place. Taurus, I do have openings still over at Wizio if you're interested in a private read. Let's get that out of the way. Yeah, you can look in the description. My email address is there along with the way to Wizio. If you're interested in that, Black Friday prices still apply until the 15th of December. All right, Taurus, we're going to try something new. We're going to start off with the Psychic Tarot. See what kind of energies we can get here for you, Taurus, for the week ahead. Now, I come here and do this reading at the beginning of the week for the week ahead, Taurus, but every time I sit down at this altar here, you will get a reading from me. Taurus is my sun sign, so it's easy for me to help you out with that energy. All right. Patience and planning. Interesting. Okay. That's where we're starting. Triumphant success. We have positive movement forward. I mean, none of that is bad, Taurus. None of it is bad. Patience and planning. I feel like you do have a plan, or you're coming up with a plan, one that you're going to execute, one that you're supposed to execute is what I'm saying, because the triumphant success is the Ace of Swords. And I also see that as a contract, possibly in some cases a life contract. So I feel like your patience and planning, the patience is in the planning. I feel like before you move forward, before you decide that you need this, got to move forward with this positive movement forward here, I feel like you're supposed to give yourself a goal or plan a way or write something down, a business plan, or the way that you're going to reach your, when do you know you've been successful is what I say. It's in the patience and the planning. Yeah. Whatever you plan while you're being patient and not jumping at things right away. I feel like it works out really well for you. It gives you a lot of opportunities. It gives you a lot of different roads or avenues of income, I want to say. Heartache and loss. We have the sacral chakra and the suffering in silence. Interesting. We've got passion ignited at the bottom of the deck. Financial and material changes. I thought it said marital. Material changes. All right. Something that you're passionate about is going to make a difference in your financial and material changes. It's something you may be working from home or building a home or trying to get order in the home. It says foundation and achievements. So maybe you're achieving it from home, or you are trying to buy a house. Maybe you're saving for a home, trying to make a house a home. So the patience and planning, heartache and loss is what we have here. The patience and planning, I think, is necessary in order for you to avoid the pitfalls, heartache and loss. What I want to say is what I did say already was don't go at it quickly. Make sure that you plan it, that you wait, that you are patient. If you want the result that you want to get, if you want your manifestation or your business to grow or this new job or whatever the triumphant success is, it must take planning. So not running at anything really quickly. And I mean, you're Taurus. Whether it's in your sun, moon, rising, you are someone who moves a little slower when it comes to achieving things in your life. I feel like you move a little slower because you don't want to make any mistakes, right? Or you're trying to learn as you go. The sacral chakra has been coming up a lot. It feels like it's going to take a lot of confidence, a lot of self-worth or self-confidence. It's going to take... Charlie just said it's going to take brazen effort. That's what he just said. Interesting. Brazen effort. So that means everybody's going to see you. You're kind of throwing things against the wall to see what sticks. And don't worry about that. You are going to have positive movement forward, I feel. And And I feel the reason you're going to have positive movement forward is because of the self, because you choose it, because you've decided to leave behind whatever it is that you don't need, and you're in the boat. Yeah, you're conquering your emotions, you're going with the flow, you're heading toward your intuition, and you're letting the universe carry you, right? Wind in the sails. You're following now instead of leading. I think that when it comes to things that are emotional, that you are suffering in silence. I feel like you suffer in silence because you can't let go of the feelings or the thoughts of whatever went on that's making you feel this emotional, that the positive movement forward comes with a price. I feel like you have healed the sacral chakra or are now aware of it and starting to use it. And I feel as though the positive movement forward means that you are going to have to make a sacrifice. And I think you're suffering because of it. You're looking back, taking one last look back here, I feel, to see what it is that you're losing or that you're leaving or that you feel that you've lost. There is heartache and loss here. Taurus, you never fail to bring me the big energy. Thank you. All right, here we go. This deck is the Wandering Moon Tarot, by the way. I haven't had it out in a while. I'm trying to use all the decks that have been sitting around collecting dust. I tend to get my workhorse decks and usually use those ones, but I'm trying to do the best I can to use them all. All right, I got them on Etsy, by the way. Okay, 10 of Stars, long-term relationships. So I feel like you've lost out on something that is long-term. And I feel like you have control of your abundance at this time, so I don't think this is abundance related. I feel that the heartache and loss comes from a long-term relationship that you thought that you were going to benefit from and you didn't. It feels like it's still available but has not yet appeared or materialized. I think there has to be patience while you're planning. I feel that this is not coming right now for a reason. I don't feel you're ready, is what I want to say. Is that you're probably either still hurting from something that left your life recently, an emotional thing. It might have been a connection with somebody. Heartache and loss. It could have been you lost your job or you lost a person. And I mean, when I say lost a person, I mean someone left your life or cut you out or something like that. It's heartache and loss. It's like you thought that you were going to win, but you didn't. And the patience and planning part of it is, I feel like if you don't want to go through the heartache and loss again, in terms of as it relates to the 10 of Pentacles, which is the stars in this deck, as it relates to the 10 of Pentacles, I feel like it's going to take patience and planning from here. It's not something that you can just jump into and expect that it's going to work. We have to know if we're compatible. We have to know if we're financially compatible, spiritually compatible. You know, there's a lot of things that we need to be looking at, not just the fact that we're attracted to our meat suits. You know, that never is, a good way to start a relationship. I mean, sometimes it happens. It happens when it happens, right? Sometimes it does start with passion at times, but I feel like it's not the long game. That's what I want to say. When it starts out like that, it's very few times that the attraction is what gets a relationship starting. I mean, you're always going to want to feel attracted or have chemistry with your person, but I feel like the long-term relationship is more of a long game. Yeah, I think you need to be patient. If what you want is the long game, I think you need to be patient, do the planning that you need for yourself, and it says here heartache and loss. Otherwise, it's not going to work if you don't wait, if you're not patient. We have the Hierophant. Interesting. Taurus, there you are. I think you're the one that's been working on the sacral chakra. So the sacral chakra, like I said, is the one that is it's confidence, it's willpower, it's maybe you're trying to lose weight or trying to change your body shape or type, but it is confidence, it's self-worth, it's it's taking care of the self. It's the confidence that you've been missing to move forward here. I think you're now confident, Taurus, that you really are the spiritual teacher, or you're the person who is creating a path for others to follow. I don't think that you expect everybody to follow, like you don't expect everybody to follow your lead. But for those who are wanting to follow your lead, Taurus, I think that you're really willing to show them. This could also be a commitment, right? Could be a could be a commitment of marriage. It could be, I'm committing to you. You're my only one. There's just going to be one person. That might be the triumphant success. That might be the measure of which you measure. Maybe you measure yourself as though you measure yourself regarding relationships. You feel, some people do feel incomplete if they're not in a relationship. I don't happen to be one of those people, but some people feel incomplete if they don't have someone stuck to their side. So I feel like you want to become the Hierophant. You want to learn about yourself. You want people to be honest with you, and you're going to be honest with those other people. It's the only way that you can have success, is to speak your mind, be the spiritual teacher, and tell people the things that the universe is bringing to you and why you have the keys. All right. Movement forward, suffering in silence. I think you're tired of suffering. Yeah. And I'm going to be honest with you. I think that's a place where you put yourself. I think that you put yourself here and you're cutting yourself off from everyone else because I feel like it's something emotional is what I want to say. It feels like this heartache and loss is something emotional. Maybe someone you were dating. It doesn't feel like a marriage. It doesn't feel like it was like a married commitment or anything, but I feel like you feel like you've lost an opportunity for a long-term relationship. I feel like there is a commitment coming up, but I honestly, I think the commitment is you. I think you're committing to you. You're committing to your success. You're committing to being confident, having willpower, making sure that that you are, because I feel it feels like a very lonely place for you to be. Because I feel like with the heartache and loss that maybe you've ended a relationship or someone ended a commitment with you, or it feels like it. I think what you're supposed to do here in the present moment is you're supposed to work on the self. Yes, I feel like the Hierophant is supposed to work on the self, have success in taking care of the sacral chakra. I think that the sacral chakra is going to be paramount to moving you forward, Taurus. Page of Moons, that's the Page of Cups. The moons in this deck are the cups. We have Justice on the bottom of the deck. So there is justice in the future here for the Queen of Cups. So it'll be in love, I feel. There is the Ace of Stars, which is the Ace of Pentacles, and that is the investment. It might be an investment in something legal, a property. Maybe you're buying something that requires you to have a lawyer present. But I feel that this is balance, is what I want to say. This is balance in the heart space. I feel like you finally do overcome this heartache and loss, and you move forward to this success here. This triumphant success. It's not just success, it's triumphant success. And I feel like the success that you get is likely going to bring some truth about who you really are at your core. The sacral chakra is, sits just below the ribs, right? Sort of in that space in the back there. And I feel like you are about to find your confidence, your self-confidence, in order to power yourself forward here. The positive movement forward is the Page of Moons. It's the Page of Cups. I feel like there is some sort of a wish that you hope that could be fulfilled. And I think that wish was that somebody would have come up with either an apology or would at least have sent you a message of a little bit of emotion or someone who has affection. I think that's what you're hoping for. And as you're not getting this message, I feel like it is what you're suffering in silence for. You just wish that this person would connect with you, even in a small way, and even in a page way. This person could be younger than you. Maybe they're dealing with immaturity in their emotions. And you've decided you've just got to move forward because this person is not yet grown. They don't know how to apologize. I don't think you're going to get the apology from the Page of Moons, if I'm being honest. I feel like the suffering in silence tells me that you wish and hope for it, but that when you don't get it, you move forward, you move away from it. Let's go Lenormand. Lenormand always spices things up, doesn't it? It's read a completely different way than the tarot is, and that's why I love it. And although they call this the psychic tarot, it's kind of read in a different way than the 78 deck tarot, right? 78 card deck. All right. What else do we have here? Tell me about this. You rolled the dice with someone. You thought that there was someone that was interested in a long-term relationship. You took a risk, and it didn't work out. I think it ended this month, or it will end this month. We've got card number 39, which is a 12. I feel like either you're taking the risk this month, or you are rolling the dice this month, or you already have. And I think that it didn't pay off, is what I want to say. You could be the masculine, or this could be your masculine. This person is trying to be vulnerable, though. They want to be vulnerable. They're holding the cup of love. Ace of Hearts is in the bottom right-hand corner. This person does want to start again. They're looking at the long-term relationship. Taurus, I want to say that you rolled the dice. I feel like you feel you're in heartache and loss, but this person has really not made a final decision. They've not cut you out of the equation. This person is in an expectation that something new will start. They're looking into the past, looking at, should I take the risk over this long-term relationship? This person, if they have cut you off or ghosted you, or you're not talking to them right now, this person's in contemplation, Taurus. They're not ignoring you. They're not dating anyone else. This person's in contemplation, trying to figure out if they actually want to allow themselves to fall in love with you, because I feel like rolling of the dice on a long-term relationship tells me that you two get together, but you're not really sure where it's going. I feel like this person pulls back and they're trying to figure out what they want to do in this connection with you. We've got the Rider. I don't think I've done so many readings as the last couple of weeks with the Rider showing up. And the Rider is the one that's bringing messages. It's the messenger. I feel like you either are going to send a message, Taurus, or you will receive a message from this masculine. You could be the masculine, Taurus, and maybe you are the one sending the message, sending the Page of Moons, or this apology, or this, opening of the door a little bit. Charlie always shows me the it's like a black room, but the door is cracked open, and so I can see the light of the door, and then somebody sticks their foot in the door. It's like that's what this is. Somebody needs to know how to get their foot in the door with you. I feel like the message you're going to get is going to be a good one, or a happy one. It'll make you feel good. 9 of Hearts in the bottom right-hand corner is the 9 of Cups. So I feel like it is a message about happiness. Or it does make you happy, or fulfills a wish of some sort. So I think that if you're the one that's been waiting for this message from this person, I think you're going to get it. Yeah, it feels like this person gives you a half-assed apology, is what I want to say. They want to skate over the whole thing, Taurus. They don't want to be accountable. This person wants to skate over it. It's like they're kind of two minds, right? Sometimes they feel good about this connection. Sometimes they're not sure about this connection. I feel like we are talking about love. We've got number 6 here, which is the Lovers, and the King of Wands, or the King of Clubs, back in the bottom right-hand corner here. So I feel you are dealing with someone who might be Aries, Sagittarius, or Leo. That was funny. Put Aries and Sagittarius together. So, yeah, I feel like that somebody is kind of off and on about their feelings. It could be you and it could be them. It's like somebody's feels really positive about the connection one day, and other days they feel like this is never going to happen. This person's never coming forward. I'm just going to be suffering in silence, going over the details for the rest of my life. Yeah. That's what it feels like here. Somebody's kind of losing hope that this thing is going to work out. The thing is somebody's ready to take a risk here, Taurus. Somebody is ready to take a risk, and I think it's the masculine. That is, it's either the masculine Taurus that's taking the risk, or it is the masculine who is looking back, looking over, taking a risk with you in a long-term relationship. You're in the heartache and loss area. I think that they've gone silent, that there's probably something to this patience and planning, that you have to be patient while the planning is going on, because these two options are going to become available to you. I see that as kind of like the crossroads, the two towers there. I see as the crossroads, you're going to have to make a decision here. Somebody is going to come at you with the Ace of Cups and ask you for a long-term relationship, and you're going to have to take a risk or something like that. You might receive it in terms of a message. The thing is I have a feeling that these two things are different. I feel like this person that's looking over the long-term relationship and wanting to take the risk is different from the person that is sending you the message. For some of you, it could be the same person, but I feel like this is something different, to be honest, if I'm being honest. There is someone you're going to have to cut out. I really feel, Taurus, and we've been saying it for months now, that you're going to have a choice between two. We have the Jack of Diamonds in the bottom right-hand corner, which is the Knight of Pentacles. It's been taking incredibly long, outstandingly long, for this thing to come together, and I think that you're just going to be ready to cut it out. That's what the scythe is. They used to use it to harvest wheat, right? So it had to be super sharp at all times, and when it's like one cut and it's gone. And I feel like you are coming to a point in your life where you are quite abundant. Money's coming in, money is flowing. You are the King or Queen of Pentacles, and I feel like you're really looking at, you know, measuring the Book of Secrets against the Book of Knowledge and saying, I know what I know. I don't know what I don't know. But I feel like that you are thinking about cutting somebody out. And it may be the best thing that you could do for yourself. All right. Yeah, we're going to go to the extended. Yeah, we've already run out our time here. So I'm going to go to the extended, y'all. If you would like to come there and watch me pull this apart, of course, this is you know, we're going to clarify. We've got oracles. We haven't even gotten into the tea leaves yet. I feel like we need to find out who this is. For some of you, like I said, it is the Taurus masculine. For others of you, this is your masculine. Your masculine could be Taurus if you're a cross watcher. It is about a long-term relationship and a message that's coming. I'm going to clarify all of that. We're going to talk about the suffering and silence and why you're there and what caused the heartache and heartache and loss. I'm going to go into the extension. If you want to come there, the link is the first link down below in the description. I love you guys. Thank you so much. Happy holidays. And I wish you a beautiful week. I'm going to go to the extension. Love you guys. Bye-bye.